Welcome to this week's question of the week. Our question is, why do we Catholics believe that Mary was conceived without original sin? Or immaculately conceived is what we would say. So the reason we say that, well, first let's go over what that means. It means that Mary, when she was conceived in her mother's womb, she was conceived without what we call the stain of original sin. So all of us human beings, besides her, are born with the stain, meaning that we have a tendency towards evil. Our nature, our human nature, is tainted, it's fallen. We have a tendency towards evil, selfishness, rebellion against God. And that's the result of our first parents' decision to go against God. So when we say Mary was immaculately conceived, we're saying that she didn't have any of that stain of the original sin. So why do we believe that? Long story short is because we can trace that belief to what we call the apostolic tradition. So the apostolic tradition, when Jesus went up into heaven, he trusted his apostles to faithfully transmit what their experience with him from one generation to the next, all of the beliefs, all of the practices that they had received. And the belief that Mary was conceived without the stain of original sin is part of that belief package. And so when Pope Pius in 1854 declared this doctrine, this teaching of Mary's Immaculate Conception, he went back to the apostolic tradition. So he said from the very beginning, all of us Catholics, there was always that interpretation of Mary as the new Eve. So just as in the book of Romans, Paul compares Jesus as the new Adam, same way Mary is the new Eve. And other times in the Bible, anytime Mary is associated with biblical images, it was always in the context of being immaculate or being pure, something special, set apart without any sin for God. Also, in the devotional life of the church from the very beginning, there was also that recognition that Mary had something special going for her because of her role in salvation history. Once again, all of the devotions and all the prayers in that context also speak about Mary being conceived without the stain of original sin. And so for that reason, we have that belief. The apostolic tradition is what gave rise to the Gospels, all the written accounts of Jesus. And then also from that same apostolic tradition, we have this belief of Mary Immaculate Conception. So thanks for the question. Thanks for watching. Until next time.